Good morning and welcome to Mornings on TV with a couple of lunatics, Luann and Tim.
We've never seen the new intro.
That was our first time seeing our brand new intro. Well done, gentlemen.
Thanks to Garrett for putting that together.
That was awesome.
Oh, that was
funny.
Fun.
I need to get a fedora that fits my fat head, though. It feels like it was sitting on top like a little...
You look back at those pictures and you think, we've been here a while.
Although...
We've done a lot of shows already.
Haven't we? Yeah, and there's so many more to come.
No wonder I'm tired all the time. I get home, I don't want to talk to anybody anymore.
No, you're done. Yeah, it's like, people...
I talk for a living, and I always could talk a lot. Now I get home, I'm all talked out.
That's because you babble here.
Makes Keith really happy.
At least one of you is happy.
Go. What do you want to talk about this morning?
The Emmys. Did you watch?
I'm going to stop talking.
Okay, good. So the Emmys, did you watch? Because seriously, I thought it was so well done. Really, really good production. I didn't really know the hosts prior to last night.
Saturday Night Live, no?
Don't know.
Well, see, because Lorne Michaels produced it. So he used all of his Saturday Night Live people.
All of his peeps.
Yeah. So
I missed the opening number, though, I have to say.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Was it?
Yeah. The concept was, since Sandra Oh was nominated for the first as the first Asian American woman. I love to say Asian American.
She's Canadian.
Anyway, she didn't win. But she was the first, if she had won, she would have been the first woman of Asian descent who won leading actress Emmy. And then also because of the number of women, and now there's black people and there's Hispanics and stuff, they're saying that there's equal representation because now there's one of each. We're done. We've done it.
No more.
There's no more. We no longer have to work toward diversity. We've got one of each. We're done.
One of each.
And then who comes out? Like RuPaul comes out.
Yes.
And all these different people come out.
He
comes out.
He's already come out.
It was pretty clever.
You know what I thought was very, very sweet of the whole thing? Like, there's so many highlights in a show like that, right? Because they go on for days, don't they?
Yes.
Really. Betty White. Poor little honey, 96 years old. She got that award, and she got a little bit...
Did she actually get an award? I think they just brought her up because it was the 70th anniversary of the Emmys, right? They've been here for 7, and she's one of the few people still alive who was around for the very first Emmy Award. She was actually...
she was overwhelmed, right? And, I'm getting goosebumps watching it.
Because they just kept going.
Yeah.
It died down, and then they surged again.
Yeah, nobody would sit down, and she just was so overwhelmed. And then Tim and I were chatting in the green room earlier, and I think she got a little bit confused for a second there.
I think that response threw her for a loop.
But you know what? Her little TV mind just click right back into it.
She likes to do those little innuendo jokes.
Yes,
She's always been that.
She's awesome at that. You have to really listen, and that's what makes a good comedian, in my opinion.
Do you know that? Remember the Golden Girls?
Yes.
Okay, now think way back to when she was on the Mary Tyler Moore Show with Sue Ann Nivens, and her character was very, would you say, randy, flirtatious, promiscuous, always hitting on the men.
She was a gidon.
And then on Maude, when Rue McClanahan played the next favorite best friend, she was ditzy.
Yes.
So then
a gidon.
So then what?
She was a gidon too.
What's gidon?
Gidon is frisky.
But she was more
sleeps
ditzy.
Around.
So because she was with Conrad Bain, she played the girlfriend of the doctor who was the next door neighbor. Rue McClanahan. Then the Golden Girls happened. And originally, Rue McClanahan was supposed to be the ditzy one because that's what she played on Maude. And Betty was supposed to play Blanche, the trampy one, because that's what she played on Mary Tyler Moore. And when they did the readings, they switched them just for fun, and they decided that Rue should be the tramp and Betty should be the ditz, and that's how that happened.
Good call.
There you go. Good call.
You have to really be careful how you say the word ditz.
Ditz?
Ditz.
As opposed to what? Don't say it. Henry Winkler,
Henry Winkler, my goodness, was he happy.
So you remember him, and I remember him as the Fonz.
Yes.
Back in
my gosh.
Over 40 years since he first was nominated for his first Emmy Award.
Look, he's so excited.
And he never won until now, and there he is.
He didn't win for Happy Days?
He never won. He was nominated, but he never won for Happy Days.
Wow.
So that was his first Emmy.
He was an icon.
And that's over 40 years in the business, and you've been in the business for 33 years, so don't give up. There may still be an award in your future.
I'll get a Timmy one day.
You already have a Timmy.
Yeah, don't I though? Also, I have to say, sort of a tougher part of the show, a very emotional one for lots of people, the in memoriams. I have to say, so classy. A song.
Aretha Franklin. sang Amazing Grace.
Through the whole, and then the actors or actresses would come up for like a short line, and then they'd go back to her singing, and then they finish the whole montage with her singing.
I think they gave them more time this year.
I think so too.
Sometimes those in memoriams go by and you're like, wait, what, who, what?
Yeah, it's like in the circus.
They really took their time. And also, when they put up, for instance, producer, or they would show the different shows that they had worked on over the years,
awesome.
which I liked as well.
You know what, though, on Twitter this morning, some people are upset.
Why?
Because rapper Mac Miller died last week. He was 26 years old. He died of an overdose. And some people are a little upset because he wasn't in the in memoriam montage.
Of the Emmys?
Right. But some people say, like what you're thinking, well, it's TV, it's Emmys. But he apparently had his own TV show.
Oh, see, you never know with these things with cable and stuff. Well, now that's another point, too. That series, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 Emmys, cleaned up, really, for comedy series.
Yeah.
And it's apparently based, I want to start watching it.
Me too.
The storyline is she's a housewife who's launching a career as a stand-up comic in the 1950s. So
that
it's kind
could be
of like
your bio. A housewife. You know, seriously.
Well, it was like Joan Rivers or Phyllis Diller or Toadie Fields. That was their story.
Toadie Fields. Oh my God, I loved her.
She was on the Mike Douglas show all the time.
Yes.
And she did the
Merv Griffin.
Yeah,
Remember,
that's right.
back in the day?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, but The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is one of those series. Oh, also broke a record because Amy Sherman Palladino was the writer and the director, nominated for both, won for both. First time ever a female writer and director won for a comedy series.
Nice.
Yes. And the actress won, and the supporting actress.
Wow.
But anyway, here's the thing. It's one of those, it's Amazon Prime, I think. Or Netflix, I'm not sure. But it's Amazon Prime and Netflix are streaming, right? They're not like NBC or like cable. You can go to Netflix anytime and pick up any show you want. So it's a streaming thing.
Right.
Just like us on TV.
Just like us.
We're streaming. And apparently, we are the wave of the future.
So that's why Tim and I are here.
Yeah.
We are
challenging long-standing traditions of network,
quality broadcasting. Don't come to us for streaming quality.
No,
not going to happen.
Tell the lovely story about Glenn Weiss.
Oh my God!
This was the best.
He was up for a best director of a production.
The Oscars.
Yes, and he won for the production of the Oscars last year. And his name's Glenn Weiss.
Yeah.
And while he was up there, he talked about how it was difficult because 2 weeks ago he lost his mom, and he was very close to his mom. But then he said, "You wonder to my girlfriend." You wonder why I don't like to call you my girlfriend, because I want to call you my wife. They brought her up and he proposed to her.
And look at the ring he's going to put on her finger is the ring that his mother wore. His father gave it to his mother 63 years before. She passed away 2 weeks ago, and he put his mother's ring on her finger to propose to her.
How lovely is that? And then he gets on his knee.
And then she said no. No, I'm just kidding.
Then she kicked him in the teeth and left. What, you call this a ring?
How romantic. That won't last.
What are the odds on that one? Let's go 9-1.
They're going to last longer than Bieber and what's her name?
Yeah. You know what? I was waiting for her to look at the ring going, you didn't even buy me one?
See, you took it off a dead body. What are you, Italian? No, come on. That's an old joke.
It's not old enough, apparently.
I like your grandmother's ring. It'll be yours tomorrow, baby cakes.
Baby cakes.
That's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
Don't write me letters, because I don't read them.
No, he doesn't. He's a little snooty that way. You know what, too?
Tell me.
The Emmys were, like, huge. Weird thing, because they're usually on Sunday night. They were on Monday night. There was a pre-party on Sunday night, and Tom Arnold and Mark Burnett, Married to an Angel, got into it. Angel
and The Apprentice. Donald, he produced Donald Trump's show.
Yes.
They got into a fight.
Wow. And apparently Tom Arnold somehow hurt Rona.
Rona from Touched by an Angel.
And she shows that she had a big, huge bruise on her hand. And
Mark Burnett strangled
Tom Arnold, but now they're saying that it was a stunt by Tom Arnold to promote his show.
Yeah, but why would Mark Burnett want to promote Tom Arnold's show when Tom Arnold's show?
No. I'm saying that
Tom instigated it to get press.
Yes.
Because Tom Arnold has a new show coming out, and the entire premise of the show is trying to get tapes on Donald Trump. The Trump tapes. And Mark Burnett, supposedly, from The Apprentice, has all of these tapes where Donald Trump uses the N-word and is misogynistic and is racist, and he's sitting on all of these, and he wants them, and so Tom Arnold, and he says Mark Burnett's a Christian, and he won't release these tapes, and so he's out.
You know what, though? Somebody, if this is a publicity stunt, it's alleged that it is by Tom Arnold. If it is, I'm not watching a show.
I wouldn't watch a show anyway.
That a guy would hurt a woman just for the sake of, or hurt anyone just for the sake of his new show. Shame.
Shame on you, Tom Arnold.
If it's the truth.
If it's the truth, shame on you.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
You will, because we're investigative journalists.
Since when?
I don't know.
We have to go to commercial now.
Okay, you watch the show because we have coming up an interview with Silverleaf Writers Guild. I had them on the show before, and they have the first meeting of the Silverleaf Writers Guild in Sault Ste. Marie. So if you're an author, or if you have a publication, or if you want to write, this is interesting. And then also, Ivory Lane Bridal has a fashion show coming up, and they're going to tell us all about it on the show this morning.
Can I wear a wedding dress?
Don't wear white if you can't. Well, if you can't keep a straight face, don't bother trying. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
I could use one of those.
I had the opportunity to Skype with Jessica Trudel. Again, Jessica formed the Silverleaf Writers Guild. We talked to her because there was a book fair here in the Soo a few weeks back down at Roberta Bondar Pavilion, very well attended. A lot of local authors were there. And they're actually trying to start their own branch for the Writers Guild right here in Sault Ste. Marie. So take a look at this Skype interview we had with Jessica and another local author from just down the line at Garden River, I think it is. So take a look at this.
Joining me in the studio right now via Skype, we have Jessica Trudel, who's in Timmins, Ontario, and Jessica Clemenson, who's just down the road in Batchewana First Nation. And they are here because the Silverleaf Writers Guild is coming back to Sault Ste. Marie. Jessica Trudel, are you the executive director? What is your regional director? Your title is
regional director. Yes, regional director.
Silverleaf Writers Guild. And I interviewed you just a few weeks ago because you were in town for a book fair, and you were promoting a lot of local authors in our area. Is that right?
That's right. We had the Northern Ontario Book Fair August 10th to 12th.
And I was asking Jessica Clemenson, because she was represented at that book fair, how things went for her. Jessica, tell me a little bit about that experience.
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Lots of people. I didn't actually realize how many local artists and authors that we have there. It was very interesting. There's a lot of talent. It's amazing.
I felt the same way actually when Jessica Trudel provided me with the list of authors and the books that were being represented. I was blown away. I was actually kind of embarrassed that there were so many people that I really didn't realize were here in the Soo that were writers or poets and even illustrators. So now tell me about the books that you've written, Jessica Clemenson.
I wrote 2 books. They're both fiction. One's called Ecliptic and one's called Interstice.
And I remember actually having to look those words up. When I searched for my interview with Jessica Trudel about the book fair, I had to look those words up. You have a vast vocabulary. What are the plot lines of the fiction books?
Well, it's a sci-fi fantasy, and it's about 2 different worlds that have to come together in order to save each other. But it's one of the worlds is very richly engrossed in my Ojibwe culture.
So you've combined Ojibwe culture with sci-fi.
Yes.
That's very cool. Now, how long have you been a member of the guild?
Well, I just found out about it when they were coming to the Soo. So it's just recent for me.
And Jessica Trudel, so let's talk about how the existence of the Silverleaf Writers Guild is meant to assist someone like Jessica Clemenson as an author.
Well, we started out in Timmins, and we have a group of writers here that meet regularly. We meet on Wednesday evenings, and most of the writers that have come out, they say that they've written so much more since they joined the guild than they did before on their own, because now they have a group of people that's encouraging them and challenging them, and they don't want to be that person that comes in and says, I didn't write anything this week. So it's that little bit of motivation and accountability.
That's great. Now, so do we have a branch in the sewer that we're working on right now? That's what we're working toward, right?
Yeah, we don't have a branch in the Sioux at the moment. We're looking at that as an option. For now, we're just kind of getting the writers together and gauging the interest. And then if there is interest, then we can look at the option of establishing a chapter. For now, we just want to get a group of writers together regularly.
Excellent. And this is how this next get-together in the Sioux has been brought about, because you're facilitating this meeting, right?
Right. Well, along with two of our members, Brian Davies and Elsie Serena, they're both going to be there as well, just in case I can't make it, because I do have to travel 6 hours from Timmins. So we do have some backups there. But we're going to be hosting this meeting and kind of just gauging the interest, and we'll maybe do some writing activities, and I'll explain how we've done it in Timmins. But it'll be up to the writers in the Sioux if they feel like the model we've been using in Timmins works for them, or if they want to try something different.
What methods of outreach have you used to contact the local writers here?
Well, actually, a lot of the names of writers that we have, we got because of the Northern Ontario Book Fair. That's why we decided to pursue this in Sault Ste. Marie first, was because we had so many writers that reached out to us because the book fair would be taking place in the Sioux. And then a lot of them that couldn't make it to the book fair asked if there was any other way that they could connect with us.
Now, so Jessica Clemenson, you said you were surprised at the number of writers and the amount of talent we have locally. Will you be able to join your fellow writers at this next meeting, or will that be down the road for you? Are you available to be there this time around?
I would like to very much. I think it's very needed in the Sioux. I think it's a great opportunity, and like Jessica said, just to meet other authors and bounce ideas and have that creative workshop is, I think, really needed up here, because I do know a lot of other authors that didn't get a chance to be at the book fair when it came, and I know they would be interested in joining something like this.
We got to get the word out. Now, once people find out that this is happening, how do they register? Where do they go? How does that work?
Well, they don't have to register for the meeting. They just have to show up. So they go to the Boiler Room at 7 p.m. on the 19th of September. And they don't have to RSVP or anything like that. There's no cost either. They just show up, and we'll figure things out from there. The way that we do it right now in Timmins, as the actual guild chapter, is there's a membership fee after you've tried out the guild for a few weeks, and then you maintain your membership as long as you like, right? You're not locked in for a significant amount of time or anything like that.
And for those who aren't familiar, the Boiler Room is located in the machine shop down on the Mill Market district. It's a great venue. Have you been there yet, Jessica?
I have not. I've been by it, but I haven't been in it.
You're gonna love it. It's so cool. And they have a wood-fired pizza oven and everything, and like a big supply of draft, and it's a really cool environment. Very, very, very sort of Toronto distillery district. So I think you'll enjoy yourself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, really cool vibe down there. So no charge right off the bat. Just really a get together to sort of suss things out, see how it feels, chat, meet some fellow authors. Sounds like a good time,
That's right? Yeah. If anybody wants to join as a member of the guild at that meeting, they'll be welcome to do so. But there's no obligation and no cost.
Excellent. Now, Jessica Clemenson, where are your books available in our neck of the woods? Can somebody go and find your two novels locally?
Well, they are available at the Family Tree and Garden River. And then I just sell off of lulupublishing.com right now. And then I'm at powwows and conferences and book fairs and stuff around Northern Ontario.
And do you utilize Facebook as a method of marketing yourself?
I do a little bit. This actually started out for me as just a fun project that I wanted to do, and it just kind of grew from there. So I've been working on becoming more available.
That's great. Well, listen, I wish you every success, and I hope that you get a great turnout down there. On the date again is when?
September 19th at 7 p.m. Boiler Room.
At 7 p.m. in the Boiler Room. All right. Well, thanks again for joining us via Skype. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And Jessica Clemenson, very nice meeting you, and I'd love to have you go live one day to talk about your books and do a little bit of promo live and in person.
I would love that.
Great. Okay. I look forward to that, too.
We'll be right back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Come on, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Yeah, let's twist again, like we did last year.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. What have you found for us to talk about?
Well, Miss Chrissy Teigen.
Okay, she's married to John Legend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why she's everywhere. And that she's all over Twitter this morning.
What does she do?
She's a model.
Okay.
But she had a baby about 4 months ago. After her appearance last night, lots of chat on Twitter about, is she pregnant again? So she was not happy.
Oh, she's not pregnant again.
No.
She's just looking like a woman who had a baby 4 months ago.
She's got a little tummy.
Well, she just had a baby.
Could she, like, seriously, give her a break, for goodness sake?
People.
And also, she goes by Chrissy Teigen.
Yes.
She revealed last night, it's not Teigen.
What is it?
It's Teigen.
Teigen?
Her father says Teigen. So every time anybody
Did she
says
say that on air?
Teigen. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, not on the show last night, but on Entertainment Tonight. Or
Chrissy Teigen.
Teigen. Yep.
So do we all have to start calling her that?
No, John said it's okay. Don't worry. You can still call her Teigen.
And John, what he says goes, because he plays Jesus.
Holy Jesus, he played him.
He was great as Jesus.
I missed it. I wonder if I could find it.
I have it. It's on.
Do you?
Wait a minute. I have it. I recorded it. I have it. You can watch it at my house. Oh gosh. Okay. That means you have to come
when you're
over.
away, I'll house sit.
That's a good idea.
Bring the dogs
so
with
you're
you.
talking about Chrissy Teigen and women's.
Yes.
Okay, so people really do focus on physique.
Oh, it's and the dresses and the whole boobage and the
boobage. Now speaking of boobage, bras. Do you wear one?
Yeah. Honey, if I didn't, I'd hurt myself stepping on.
So there's a company in Quebec, this cracked me up. It's called Simon's Department Store. And they came up with a line of lingerie.
In Quebec?
In Quebec,
okay.
Yes. But the thing about bras in Quebec is they don't lift, they just separate. Anyway, they have this line of lingerie, and they named bras after 9 pioneering Canadian women. They've since apologized and they've canceled it. But let me tell you some of the names. So here's 3 of the bras they named. That was called the Elsie, named after Elsie McGill, who is an aeronautical engineer. Well, I guess that'll be a good bra for defying gravity.
Yes, yeah, I want one of those.
Okay, then Nellie McClurg, one of Canada's most famous suffragettes. They named a bra after her. That's a very binding bra, the suffragettes, And then this was the one that gets me. Beverly McLaughlin, 28 years as a Supreme Court Justice, 18 of them she was the Chief Justice, and they named a bra the Beverly, but they keep your boobs very balanced.
Yes, they're balanced.
Anyway, this guy from a marketing professor from the Smith School of Business says this was marketing at its worst, and so the company has apologized, and they have taken the bras off.
You know what? I think I should call that company and have them design a Lou bra.
A Lou bra?
A Lou bra. You could wear it around your waist. It'd be great. It's really comfortable. And back fat.
And it comes with a winch.
And a curling iron to sort of just roll them all up in there.
That's like you do origami to wear a bikini.
I could see the Lou.
Hey, now we're talking about fashion, and my next guest, actually later on in the show, it's a bridal shop, so we can talk about
the best fashion ever.
Let's get her opinion on bras.
Yeah, she could wear the Lou.
The Lou.
Yeah,
for the mothers of the bride.
For the grandmothers of the bride.
Yeah, and it's National Cheeseburger Day, by the way, so go and get yourself a cheeseburger. I think McDonald's is doing something special on Cheeseburger Day.
I know ONNtv teen burgers are on for cheap.
Oh.
I don't know how much, but for cheap.
Well, there you go. Go and enjoy National Cheeseburger Day.
For cheap.
And stay tuned because she's got the news coming up right after
do.
this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Has begun, but the summer nights. Tell me more, what is love at first sight? Tell me more.
Hey, welcome back. You know what? I have more gossip from Hollywood. They call me with this stuff.
They call you?
They do. They know how connected I am, so they call me directly.
Oh.
Julie Chen, CNN reported last night.
Okay, wait.
That-
So Julie Chen is the one who's married to Les Moonves, who's
Yes.
the guy who's been accused of sexual assault.
CBS
Executive
head
who's
honcho.
been, okay. Well, there she is.
Yes, and apparently CNN says that she's leaving The Talk.
The Talk is what show?
That's the one with
That's not like, okay, so there's The View.
The View. Same
Is
idea.
it like The View?
Yeah, same idea.
But it's called The Talk.
The Talk.
What network, do you know? Is it
No, CBS.
her husband's network?
I think so. Yes.
Her husband, he doesn't, but wait, he's still on as a consultant.
Yeah. Oh, he's a consultant with a severance package of over $100 million if everything turns out for him.
150. So I heard that she signed off on The Talk the other day as Julie
Chen
Moonves.
First time ever.
She used
So
her
you
married
figure
name.
she was trying to tell them something?
So she's standing up for her husband who's
She is.
been accused. I don't know about that.
I don't either. You know what?
How do you-
gotta make sure. She must have a prenup or something.
I don't know. You support somebody you don't respect.
Well, how do you respect that, right?
Ooh.
I mean,
Speaking of that, not Julie Chen or sexual assault or anything. This is about somebody changing their minds about something like that. What's her name? Leona Alice.
Oh.
The member of MP,
She went for a little
liberal member of
walk.
Parliament, walked across the House of Commons and joined the Conservative Party.
so
right
everyone
there.
who voted for her,
If you're, see, this is what I didn't get. I had to ask you that
Yeah.
this morning. So that means, so basically, I voted Liberal. Let's say I voted Liberal and I elected Leona as my member of Parliament, and then
she didn't care.
she just says, you know, I decided that I'm not going to represent the people that you want me to represent anymore, so I'm going to go to the
Yeah.
Conservative Party.
Yeah.
So she just-
huge. That hardly ever happens, as you can imagine. I mean, this is like leaving one party and going to another. And
How can they be allowed?
physically walking across the floor.
Of course,
Like it's crazy.
Here's me saying, how come they would be allowed to do that and change their, not represent the people that elected them? And then you go, oh, wait a minute, that's happening to us.
Yes, yeah, it's actually, definitely. So she walked across and said she just is really wanting to support her conservative brothers and sisters.
Because she says that she doesn't think that Trudeau is navigating these treacherous waters of our political times right now very well. He's not commandeering the ship properly, but she won't say what he should have done differently about NAFTA. She won't say what he should have done differently about the Trans-Canada pipeline.
One thing she did say about NAFTA is that...
Trans-Canada or Transatlantic? What's it called?
Trans-Canada.
Trans-Canada.
What she did say about the NAFTA agreement, she said, had I been prime minister, I wouldn't have gone in threatening the U.S. by talking about the environment.
Oh, that's right. Because she doesn't like any carbon emissions
Green.
taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
She doesn't want any taxes on anybody who pollutes.
No. Yeah.
So
that's the one thing she did say.
She wouldn't have gone all hardcore on
Because Justin Trudeau against a bully like Trump.
So how did she become a liberal? Why would she run for the Liberal Party if she didn't believe in?
Well, she did at one point.
The environment, but she's changed her mind now. It's about.
I think that she's sleeping with Andrew Scheer.
There's responsible journalism right there, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first from the lady that gets calls from Hollywood.
That's why. I'll say anything if you pay me enough money.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Seriously though, like that was huge in the political world yesterday.
Yeah.
Monstrous.
It's not political world. Now let's talk about the religious world. I just want to wish all of our Jewish friends happy Yom Kippur.
Yes.
I don't have to say happy Yom Kippur because Yom Kippur is like the holiest day of the year in Judaism. It's the Day of Atonement, and they start a fast about 25 hours. They fast and pray. So Yom Kippur for those of our Jewish friends. It's the beginning of their holiest day of the year. So,
Awesome.
There you go.
for
And
you.
coming up, now we'll talk about another holy day. Weddings. Not always holy. I guess you can get married in the civil ceremony too,
Yes,
right?
you can.
So we're going to talk about weddings with Amanda Carchidi, who owns Bridal Lane, Ivory Lane. We'll get it right when I get back from a break and have some more coffee. We'll see you in just a minute.
Kinds of weather, jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body and time. Okay, I believe.
I'm very happy to welcome to the studio Amanda Carchidi. Hello, Amanda.
Hi.
Amanda's the owner-operator of Ivory Lane Collective. I
Yes.
always want to say Bridal Lane. I don't know why.
I know.
Because it's a bridal
It's a
shop.
bridal store.
So tell me a little bit about the background of the shop. How did you end up running a bride store?
So I got married in 2013.
Okay.
Actually, both my sister and I got married in 2013.
Oh my gosh, what a busy year for the
yes,
family.
Yes, my mom loved it though. So
Did she?
it's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Not too much stress.
No.
Good.
Not too much. So we both got married in 2013 and got a lot of our stuff at the bridal closet.
At the bridal closet?
And,
Oh, yeah.
and I was talking to the previous owner because I was doing wedding decor and just talking to her when I was looking at bridesmaid dresses and all of the things that I really loved weddings. And then she told me that she was thinking about selling.
Yes.
So then I told her if she was going to sell, to call me
Yes.
because I'd be interested.
And then bada bing,
And
bada
then
boom.
a couple months later, she called me and said that she definitely wanted to sell the store and asked if I was still interested, and I just jumped on it.
Did that happen faster than you anticipated?
Yes,
But you
yeah.
figured this is the time, like
This is the time.
strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah.
It's meant to be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you. So that's 5 years ago.
So yeah, that was 5 years ago.
And you've already increased your square footage. You've changed locations.
Yes, yeah. So we just moved locations about 3 months ago.
Oh, great.
And we're in a new spot. It's triple the size of the space that we used to be in.
So you're on Queen Street now, just before Brock, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so like across from the Windsor.
Across from the Windsor Park.
Across from the Windsor
Yeah.
Park, previously it was a furniture store.
Yeah, it used to be a furniture store. The front area where we have like a gift shop used to be Feeling Fabulous.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we just moved
That
in
is
there.
a big space.
Yeah, it is. And actually, the bridesmaid dresses are upstairs in a little loft.
You have a
Which
little
is super
loft
cute.
up
Yeah,
there? That's
there's a
so
little
cool.
loft
I didn't know.
upstairs,
I'm gonna
which
have to
is
come and check
super
it out.
cute.
Not
Yeah.
that I'm ever gonna need a bride's dress. Well,
okay.
although you know it's me, you never do
You
know.
never know.
Size 14.
Perfect.
So listen, Amanda, but now, interesting, you've chosen to really focus on bridesmaids, flower girls, yes?
Yep.
That's your focus in the shop.
Yes, yes.
And so now, the exciting news for all the viewers here is that you're putting together this, what would you call it, a bridal
Like a bridal show.
show,
Yeah.
but it's a collaborative effort, though.
Yes, so we're basically, it's called the Northern Love Event.
I love that, the Northern
Love event. And it is basically a collaborative wedding event where we are working with a lot of our vendors in order to really show the brides and grooms what their wedding could look like.
So this is coming up quickly. This is on Thursday.
Yeah, it's on Thursday night.
So this is 2 days warning. If you are getting married, or you know somebody, or you're interested, or even if you're thinking about it,
Yeah.
it's at the machine shop.
At the machine shop, yes.
So you've got that entire space.
Yep, so we have the main
huge.
floor and the upstairs.
Both.
Both.
Wow.
So you can do the loop. Yeah.
That's so cool. And I love the concept. Explain what you're doing with the space.
So the space is going to be basically transformed into different wedding setups. So we have a ceremony setup upstairs, we have a ceremony setup downstairs, weather dependent, we have a ceremony setup outside, so you can kind of
cool.
see where you could have your ceremony there and different styles that your wedding could be. We have a bunch of different reception tables so that you can kind of see different colors and, you know, silverware and furnishings that you can have for your reception tables. We also have a bunch of sweetheart table setups.
What are sweetheart tables?
So bride and groom, groom, you just get to sit and just be the two of you
Nice.
at your dinner, and instead of sitting with all of your bridal party, you just sit
That's
with just the
cool.
two of you. So we have some of those setups with different backdrops so that you can kind of see,
all the different
you know, all the
varieties of
different things, your
all the-
flowers, your backdrop, your table linens, your chairs. You get different ideas from that. And then we also have different businesses that do things for weddings in town.
You're doing some great.
Yeah, different activities,
tell me
like
about the
different
lash
interactive
thing.
things.
What's that called, the lash
So
lounge?
there's a store. It's called the Lash Lounge, and they do eyelash extensions. So they're actually going to have someone on site getting their eyelashes done so that you can see what it looks like when you get eyelash extensions done.
Cool.
And then they also just have a makeup artist that came into their shop, so they're going to do little mini makeovers, and they're going to do like strip lashes.
I don't know what strip lashes are.
So they're basically the glue-on ones. Yeah, just so you can get. I actually have them on right now, just so that you can.
I did not know that. Those look totally real.
Yeah, just so you can see what they could be like, just for that night. And then you can book them to get the real thing done.
Oh, okay.
And then 10 Spot will be there. They're going to do nail polishes. Headlines and Azure are both going to be there. So Azure actually has a super fun machine where you can do like lip exfoliation. So they're going to bring that there so that you can get your lips exfoliated and then get like a new fun lip color put on by Headlines. And they're going to do a braid
Headlines
bar.
Has a whole now spa thing going on, don't they? Yeah, they've expanded
amazing.
too. Wow.
Yeah.
And so then what about the fashions themselves? You're opting not to do because you're going from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., right?
Yeah.
So this is a sort of a stop by. You're not
it's like a come and go, get some of the things done.
Come right down after work, right after school, or go home and have dinner and then show up. Lots of time to get down there. But you're not doing a fashion show per se. The fashions will be on display on models throughout the course of the entire event.
Yes, so different ceremony setups at different reception tables will have, dresses and fashions for you to see.
I love the concept that you have for the flower girls.
Yeah.
They're going to have a little area where they can all just hang out in their different dresses.
In different
and stuff.
dresses. There's about 7 of them, and it'll be super cute. They range in age from 2 to 8.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're just going to hang out and sit there and play in their fluffy dresses, and it'll be really cute.
And for the $25 admission fee, you get some really cool, really excellent
yes, so the
bargains
machine shop has actually, on the back of the ticket, it's a coupon for the machine shop to get 15% off one of their restaurants. So, I say go to the Mill or Boiler Room.
Right.
And get some pizza and steak.
Did you know they have a new place in there, like an espresso cappuccino bar kind of thing?
Yes, I did know that. And a little gelato bar too.
That's what it's called. Yeah, the gelato bar.
So that's super fun.
You've got a variety of places you can use your coupon and get 15% off. You can almost recoup your money right there on a nice steak dinner for a couple of people, for sure.
Yep. For sure. And then we also, a lot of the vendors have different promos that are going in the tote bags and different gifts to the couples that are going to be in the tote bags that all of the couples get when they come to the event. And then we also have a $1,000 prize as well.
$1,000 prize. So you're going to do a draw at the end.
Yes.
And you don't have to be there to win the $1,000.
You do not have to be there to win.
Because you paid your $25.
You just have to buy a ticket.
You qualify for the $1,000 prize if your name gets drawn.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So once again, this is going to be on Thursday. What does that put us? September 20th. Thursday, September the 20th.
It's actually my birthday too.
It's your birthday too?
It's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Amanda.
Yeah, on Thursday. Fun way to celebrate my birthday, right?
So you're going to have a great birthday and a great show. Symposium.
Yes.
4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
Machine shop. And then your store, once again, is located. What's the address on Queen?
618 Queen.
618 Queen. Do you have a Facebook page or a website?
I do. We have Facebook,
like
Instagram. We have Pinterest as well.
Pinterest, okay.
Yeah, we have
and
all
on Facebook, it is
Ivory Lane Collective.
Yep. Amanda Carchidi, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And come back again and let us know how things went. If you have any other events coming up, we'd be happy to host you on the show.
For sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Stay with us, Luann, and I'll be back for more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Well done.
Thanks.
That's okay, Will. Will's trying to count us in, but then it's like 7, 9, 2. Luann, when you married Jim,
yes,
did you have like a wedding ceremony or did you do it like on the smallish?
No, we went to a church, and my girlfriend, who was my maid of honor at my first wedding, was then a pastor, and she married us.
Hey, that's really sweet.
Isn't that awesome?
Aww.
And now she's marrying my daughter.
Oh,
I know, it's crazy.
That woman's marrying your daughter?
Yes.
Oh, you mean she's performing the ceremony?
Yes.
I thought maybe your daughter was marrying a woman, which is like very progressive. Anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
Hump day.
Hump day. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Have a great day. Thanks for watching.